Back to our continued coverage of the elections, Panchayat elections. The results have been coming up slowly but steadily, not so quick in some places, pretty quick in some places. So I would, Pratima Kutino of AAP has joined our panel, Avinash Bhonsle, Siddharth Samant, Viraj Naik. Pratima ma'am, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
I would like to start off with Viraj now. Viraj, could you give us the latest results, whatever we have got, and then we'll move on to Avinash and Samant.
So we have some results. Dharmapur Shilli Panchayat. So Ward 1 is Avita Pereira. Ward 2 is Roque Mascarenas. Ward 3 is Santan Dicosta. Ward 4 is Kaitan Vaz. Ward 5 is Melba Gomes. Ward 6 is Maria Ferrao. Ward 7 is Elsa Afonso. We also have Cavelosim results. Ward 1 is Rosario Barreto. Ward 2 is Jesus Dicosta. Ward 3 is Dixon Vaz. Ward 4 is Thomas Barreto. Ward 5 is Defina Lewis. Ward 6 is Rinku Lobo. Ward 7 is Iris Basana. Then we have Kortalim. Ward 1 is Melbono Vaz. Ward 2 is Senia Pereira. Ward 3 is Ruela Fernandez. Ward 4 was already won unopposed. Ward 5 is Edosiana Rodriguez. Ward 6 is Francisco Fernandez. Ward 7 is Olinda Lobo. Ward 8 is Angela Furtado. Ward 9 is Michael Disa. Ward 10 is Ujwala Naik. And Ward 11 is Divya Raikar. We also have Kolwale Panchayat results. Ward 1 is Supriya Kandolkar. Ward 2 is Liberata Fernandez. Ward 3 is Dashrath Ditsolkar. Ward 4 is Priyanka Bicholkar. Ward 5 is Hanuman Halankar. Ward 6 is Yogita Chodankar. Ward 7 is Rati Vaigankar. Ward 8 is Narayan Dicholkar. Ward 9 is Sheetal Chodankar. Along with this, we have another political heavyweight, Sharon Alemau Dicosta, daughter of Churchill Alemau, who has won from Varka Panchayat.
Also, in TV, I think.
TV Hanuman Halankar is brother of sitting MLA and Minister Nilkant Halankar. He has won from Kolwale Panchayat. Incidentally, he contested against the panel of Nilkant Halankar.
It's quite interesting.
Which is very interesting. Now, another interesting news is, I don't know, it would probably be interesting for Tulio also, given that Kedar Naik name has been doing the rumors, as they say, quote unquote. 5 candidates from his panel have got elected, 5 from 9, which is, I don't know whether it's a victory for him.
Rish Mango?
No. Kedar Naik Saligaon.
Saligaon Panchayat.
Yeah, MLA, Saligaon MLA. Yeah, so whether it's this for him or whether it's
no, I think Kedar was strong in Rish Mangos and that side. I think, if I'm not wrong, he was a ex-sarpanch there.
Yes, but
so Saligaon side and Giri side, I don't think he was strong. Yeah.
I think probably whether it is good for, like Michael or something. Yeah, okay. Avinash Bab, could you give us your this on what exactly has been happening till now?
Also,
yes, sorry.
Adne Bali Panchayat, Congress has claimed victory. Panel backed by Elton and Yuri Alemau has claimed victory in the Bali Panchayat.
Bali Kepe?
Bali Adnem. So that's
Kepe.
yeah.
Yes.
If you see the trends of the results, it's not the trends, the results which has been declared so far, it's a mixed bag. So now one point is being proved now. So with this Pandora box being open, the election box, there's one glaring difference. Earlier assembly elections, we got in an EVM machine. Today it is happening on the ballot paper. And you find startlingly the spokesperson of BJP is losing. The stalwarts are losing. There is a person like ruling dispensation from ward number 5 in Kolwale.
Talk to Pratima about that, but anyway, go on.
Yeah, they are losing. So this is an indication that ballot paper really gives a real representation and through this. And with EVMs, that suspicion and the doubts, and it has been that it could be hacked, it could be managed, and you find such a different sort of a result in the assembly. So these are the real aspiration of the people is coming out, and they voted rightly, and they voted for a change, and they voted. There are new people, young people. Youngsters have been seen coming as a local representative in the local self-governing bodies. It's very much heartening. It's very much good news, and we should welcome it with open heart, because these are the leaders which is going to come into the assembly or ZP at a later point of time. So there will be a lot of cleansing, and we should welcome these results, the mandate of the people, open-heartedly, and we should congratulate the people for participating. And I will be very happy now. We are in the 75th what you call Amrit Mahotsav of our independence of our country, and they will be the lucky one to salute the tricolor as a local representative. So they needs to be congratulated on that count. So it's good news. Precisely, I am very happy with the things what has been happening, and that will definitely keep our democracy alive. What is important today, though, because this is mandate in the constitution, the 73rd amendment which has come, and this has been mandated, and this is very much important elections. And if you speak normally, Goa is a laboratory in political things. Most of the times the implementation or what you call experiments have been done in Goa, whether it is of 10th schedule. Now there is a lot of debate which is going in Maharashtra and all, but it originated in Goa. Today even Ravi Naik's name, when it comes to this Supreme Court judgment, Ravi Naik case figures. So likewise here in Goa with this August election now of the Panchayat, there will be a lot of cleansing. It is not only the cleansing machine, washing machine of certain political party, you put them in that washing machine, you get clean. But the real washing machine of our democracy is the people.
Okay.
People. So that is been happening.
Okay.
I am very happy about it.
No, as far as winning and losing is concerned, I think as I said before, two main factors. One is your connect with the people. Second, your deliver. If you are able to deliver for the people and stand to the aspirations of the people, you will get elected. And if you have a right connect. As far as EVMs are concerned, I don't think that this has anything to do with EVMs. That the winning side always loses or always wins because of EVMs is not. Then why would BJP lose in Bengal? Why would BJP lose in say Punjab? So I don't think so. I mean, whoever has won deserves congratulations. Whoever has, you should not be sore loser. See, if you have lost it, it makes more sense that you introspect and then work why you lost. You work on it. There are more chances that you will get elected. Instead, you start finding faults. In fact, there is a nice, I think it's a book written by this Arnold Stetner. He had said that initially when I lost, I started for looking faults into organizers, then people. I started doing because I am an outsider in America, I am not. Then there was somebody, I forget his name, he told me instead of finding faults in others, find faults in your own self. Then he said, yes, these are the things that I need to work on. And thereafter he became continuously, I think so 7 or 8 times continuously. I think that's the example we should take. Instead of finding faults in others, we should look into your own self as to why you lost.
Okay.
That would take.
Hold the thought, Dudur. Our reporter from Perne, Sandeep Kamalkar, is online. Could we get him online? Sandeep? Could we get Sandeep online? Sandeep, can you hear me? Sandeep, सांग आमकां कितें तूं पेडणे आसा न्हू कितें की वॉट इज द सिट्युएशन सांग तुवें
सिच्युएशन ओके आतापर्यंत सगळे जे रिजल्ट जाल्लेले आसा ते एक्सपेक्टेड आसलेले आणि कॅन्डिडेट
Sandeep, can you come into the frame? Can you come into the center, please? Can you come into the frame? Come into the center. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Sang. Yeah, tell us.
काउंटिंग हांव तुयें आणि कॅन्डिडेट आहा ते थोड्यांक धक्को दिल्लो आसा आणि अशें वार्ड नंबर मांद्र्यान प्रॉब्लम जाला मांद्र्यान म्हणजे कसो वार्ड नंबर 5 आता किशोर शेट मांद्रेकर आणि राजेश विनायक मांद्रेकर अशे दोग जाण सारके अटीतटीची लढत चल्ली आणि दोगांयक सेम हे पडलेले मतां पडलेली आणि मागीर तेंचे थंय टॉस म्हणून कितें तरी घातलें आणि टॉस विनींग केले आणि तातूंतल्यान किशोर शेट मांद्रेकर हो टॉस हेतूर हारलो आणि राजेश विनायक मांद्रेकर हो जिखलो.
Kamulkar, Kishore Seth Mandrekar was a journalist. Kishore Seth Mandrekar, journalist. He was with what is this?
दोगांयक खबर ते मांद्रे कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी ना वार्ड नंबर 5 ते पण मागीर टॉस जेन्ना घातलो पळय तेन्ना तो हारलो नाजाल्यार दोगांयक बरोबर मतां तो बेजारलो थोडो मागीर इब्राम खणखणे एक मना बोस दिशा हलटण
पंचायत तालुक्यान घेतले मुळगाव लटम बसले.
We are getting Mahesh from Bicholi voice. Yeah. We are getting some cross connection because I was getting the voice of our reporter from Bicholi on this. Yeah. Okay, sorry, Dr. Yes, please continue.
Yeah. So that is what I was saying.
Talking about Arnold.
Yeah. If at all you have to find faults, you have to find faults in your own self and work on it. I think that gives you a better chance to perform better next time. Now, 2-3 things. You were earlier talking about one incident as to when Tulio was there, we were talking about it, that earlier in 90s, especially 80s and 90s, there were a time when political opponents were there, a particular government in place, but then opposition were allowed to perform, or they were performing, they existed. Today it has become, I think that is more important topic that whenever we find we should discuss. I think the falling standards of democracy is responsible for this. There have been people at that time who had an ideology, whether it is a voter and whether it is a candidate, and they stood for that ideology. At least I can tell you from my side, people from where I came, they had a strong ideology, so it was very difficult for them to switch sides. It's not that MG party never switched side, but people from our side, they had a very strong ideology that time. Even voters also had a strong ideology. Based on that ideology, they voted. Even after getting elected, in spite of government being on the side, we had a panchayat which was not of Congress in my side. They survived because they had a spine. Today that ideology is weathered away. Today there is no ideology left. It is only whether I am on the winning side or I am not on the losing side. That's the only ideology left today.
It's a very strong incentive. I don't know if that's an ideology.
No, it's an incentive. That's what. So what people have become basically corrupt. They have become so selfish that they do not see any, they do not stick to any ideology. They just want to see what is their benefit, whether my seat will be secured, whether my position will be secured, and accordingly then they take your accordingly decisions are taken. I think that is what has brought the democracy to where we are. Instead of blaming the legal the ruling party, successively, see, even when the earlier government was there, same thing had happened. Present government also same thing has happened. So I basically look at it at falling standards among the society. That is more responsible, and I think there where more introspection is required.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know about. See, what we have seen in across spoken to colleagues and all this, just a little off before I go to Pratima. Mahesh is there right now on online? Okay, come before we get to Pratima, let us speak to Mahesh. Yeah, Mahesh is a reporter from Bicholi. Mahesh,
वोटिंग काउंटिंग ऑलमोस्ट सोंपत पावला हांगा आतां एकूच पंचायत उरल्या तर हांगा 17 पंचायतीन कॉन्टेस्ट जाले एक पंचायतीन जावंक ना म्हणजे ते पंचायतीचे मागीर जाता इलेक्शन हरवाळे पंचायत आणि बाकी 17 हितून जाला भितर 9 पंचायतींनी जे कॅन्डिडेट अनअपोज निवडून आयल्या आणि 125 साधारण त्यांचे कॉन्टेस्ट जाल्ले हांगासर आणि आता फक्त एकूच उरला आणि थोड्या वेळान हांगा सोंपपाचें आहा तशें काय पिसफूल सगळें जाला कांयच हें ना प्रॉब्लम्स कांयच ना
हे आता बिचोली पंचायतीन खंयचे ते माये बिचोली कोलवाल तिवी
म्हणजे ऑल बिचोले तालुका फुल पुणे अप टू साखळी कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी बिचोले कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी आणि मयम कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी 3 कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीचे पंचायती येतात ते सगळ्यांचे हांगासर जातात
सो विच इज लेफ्ट आता खंयचे पंचायत उरल्या काउंटिंगाचे
शिरगांव उरल्या एक आणि खंयचेच उरूना बाकी सगळे जाले ऑलमोस्ट आमी धाडल्या सगळे
आणि मोस्ट ऑफ द कॅन्डिडेट्स हू आर विनिंग कॅन्डिडेट्स ते MLA बॅक पॅनल और कितें कशें कितें ट्रेंड कितें आसा
म्हणजे सीएमाच्या सायडीन साखळी हितून सीएमाचे बॅक पॅनल आयला शेवटेन आमच्या बिचोले सायडीक शेट्ये आणि नरेश सावळ यांचे पॅनल आयला आणि म्हणजे थोडे बीजेपीचे खूप कमी आयले ह्या फावटी
बिचोली
म्हणजे बिचोले कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी
आणि मये
कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी ऑलमोस्ट साखळी ऑलमोस्ट सीएमाचे बॅक पॅनल त्यांचे निवडून आयला चडशे
आणि मये लिस्ट मेळला तुमचे महेश बट मयेचे मये कोण
मये सुद्धा मिक्स
पाळी पंचायत
एमएलएचे आसा हय एमएलएचे आसा मये म्हणजे मये भितून कारापूर सरवण येता पिळगांव पंचायत मयम पंचायत येता मयम ही सगळ्यात व्हडली पंचायत थंयची ऑलमोस्ट 12 वॉर्ड आसा थंयसर आणि कारापूर सरवण सुद्धा 11 आसा
पाळी
बारीक 7 आसा
पाली
म्हणून
पाळी कोटंबी
ते सीएम बॅक मरे
सीएम बॅक पॅनल
आणि धर्मेशाचे काय या पाटी काय होल्ड जाऊ ना
कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी नरेश सावळ बॅक आणि आमचा
चंद्रकांत
शेट्टी यांचे आहे
आणि धर्मेश सांगलानीचे काय हे ना सांगणे
त्याचे पॅनल बी तसे काय
ओके या थँक्स
ओके थँक्यू
या प्रतिमा
वेल पयले सुवातेर अभिनंदन करपाक सोदता हांव चड करून गोंयकारांचे आणि चड करून इवन आमचे नावेलीकारांचे बिकॉज इफ यू गो टू सी देर हॅज बीन चेंजीस
दे हॅव बीन ऑलरेडी सो सून तीनच मिळाले मेरे इलेक्शन
what I'm saying is almost 60 to 70% results are out of panchayats in Goa and if you go to see out of those maximum are new faces young dynamic educated people mostly
okay let me just give out the Naveli since you talk about Naveli let me give out the Naveli results ward number 1 Inacia Fernandez ward number 2 Carvalho Lucia Carvalho ward number 3 Esmeraldina I think correct me if I'm wrong
Esmeralda.
ward number 4 Velinda Afonso
yeah
ward number 5 Tony Gonsalves ward number 6 Evelina VC ward number 7 Evelina Braganza I think
yeah
ward number 7 Damodar Chavan
Yes.
ward number 8 Miguel Cardozo ward number 9 Jasminta Dias E Pereira ward number 10 Robin Rodriguez and ward number 11 Mariano Pereira can I you want me to repeat
yeah got it
yeah so now tell us these are new these are old whose are these these are of Goekars these are of Pratika
no
honestly speaking
honestly speaking if you go to see he has defeated a sitting sarpanch
who is a Paul
no Damodar Chavan has defeated Beblinda Gonzalez
Beblinda, okay.
Beblinda Gonzalez who was sitting sarpanch she was seen rallying behind Valenka Lema for the last assembly elections wherein last time I had told you that I had got the maximum votes there this shows that excuse me
Get water.
okay take a small break we'll get a Vasco reporter on the can we put Hero on the line I think he's waiting Hero yes yes tell us what is happening in Murmugaon
आजकाल 7 पंचायत हांगा ऑलरेडी काउंटिंग चालू आसा 7 पंचायतीचे आणि सकाळी हांगा लोकांची गर्दी पडलेली आसात आणि सांगपाचें म्हटल्यार जशें सकाळी सुरवातीक वेलसांव पाले रिसोर्सीचे काउंटिंग जालें आणि वेलसांव पाले रिसोर्सीन गोंयचो एकवट हेंच्यांनी आपले कॅन्डिडेट घातलेले थिंगा भितरले तेंचे 5 जाण निवडून येयल्ले आसात गोंयच्या एकवटान आणि तेंचो मेन मुद्दो आसलो डबल ट्रॅकिंग ते डबल ट्रॅकिंगाचो विशय घेवन फुडें चल्लेले आणि गांवांत मुद्दो आणि दोन जे इंडिपेंडंट दोन जे येयल्ले ते रुपोजीन म्हणून थिंगा एक सोशल वर्कर तेणी आपूण बसयल्ले हे 2 येयल्ले आसा. तशेंच पळोवपाक गेल्यार जर आमी पळयत जाल्यार कुट्टाळे भागान रेमंड दिसा आणि सेनिया हे 2 ग्रुप आसले आणि भितर सेनिया जिखून येयल्ले आसा त्या भायर बाकीचे तेचे अलॉयड 4 जाण येयल्ले आसात आणि बाकीचे इंडिपेंडंटूय बसयले आसात ते येयल्ले आसा. केळशी पंचायत ही एक हालींच लास्ट टर्माकूच फॉर्म जाल्ली आणि लास्ट टर्माक निवडून येयल्ले भितर चडशे फेसीस जे आहात ते न्यू फेसीस आहात चडशे फेसीस आहात न्यू फेसीस आहात आणि तितून एक लोपिनो झेवियर हेचो एक मेन मुद्दो आसलो की जो मिनी इंडिया प्रोजेक्ट आहा तेचो विरोध आसलो आणि हे जे बाकीचे तेचे अलायड जे तेच्या वांगडा येयल्यात जिखून तेंच्यांनी तोच मुद्दो घेवन फुडें सरलेलो की गांवांत जे डिस्ट्रक्शन जाता ते जावपाक जायना म्हणून तेंचो मुद्दो आसलो आणि ते सगळे जाण चडशे जे येयल्या ते तेचेर जिखून येयल्ले आसा. दुसरें म्हणटा ते कुट्टाळी पंचायत बोगमालो पंचायत हितून जे आदले सरपंच लक्ष्मण गवळेकर आहा हेंची डिफीट जाल्ली आहा तशेंच बाकीचे जे आहा 7 जाण निवडून येयल्ले आहा आनी 5 जाण जे आहा हे मोवीन पॅनलांत ते येयल्ले आसा. अशें करून कासावली भितरूय गोंयच्या एकवटाचे 4 जाण निवडून येयल्ले आसा आणि गोंयच्या एकवटान डबलिंग ब्लॅकान एक गोवन दिसून येता की खंय तरी जे इश्यूज आहात गांवचे इश्यूज आहात जशे लायक डबल ट्रॅकिंग जावं मिनी इंडिया हे सारके इश्यूचे लोकांनी खंय तरी एफोर्ड केला अशें दिसून येता की गोंयचो परत हेच्या विरोधात हे विशय काडून खंय मोठी मागणी आतां पळोवपाक गेल्यार उरलेले 3 पंचायतीचे रिजल्ट अजून मुखार येवपाचे आसात आणि हांगा लोकांची गर्दी आहा जशें की सांकवाळ उरलेले आसात उरलेले आसा की हांगा आतां थोड्या जाण रिजल्ट आसले आनी 7 येता पळोवपाक गेल्यार चडशे न्यू फेसीस येयल्ले आसा आनी खंय तरी नवीन शहरांक आनी यंग भुरग्यांकूय चान्स तसो दिसून येता.
Yeah, thanks. One thing now, even Martha Saldana, who has been like I do 4-5 times Sarpanch, she also lost, right, Kalsalim? Yeah. So many of the senior people have lost, and Goincho Ekvot coming in Kansali in Belsaw in a big way is quite a big thing for Valencia, right? It's quite an achievement, no?
गावांनी बेलसांव पाले ह्या गावांनी कसो डबल ट्रॅकिंग लोकांची घरा सायड ट्रॅक पडले हे विशय आसले पोल्युशन आसलो हे दारान
Yeah, okay, Hiru. We are having some problem with audio. I think can't hear you. Okay. Chal, yeah. Thanks, Hiru. We will get back to you. Yeah, Pratima.
Yes, so what I was saying.
One vote, I think. One vote, ward number 8, if I'm not mistaken, the thing.
Toss, Salo, toss.
There was a toss? No.
There was a toss. That's what I've heard when.
No, ward number 8 candidate. Mingyal won by 1 vote.
1 vote. So maybe recounting that. So just imagine what I am trying to tell you. If you go to see Naveli Panchayat, hardly 1 or 2 people who were there have returned back, like that Mingyal with 1 vote. Others have been shown the doors.
All.
So what I am trying to tell you is that people of Naveli constituency, they have realized that this panel which was existing was a corrupt panel, and everyone knows the Sarpancha was a dummy. Last time when she won just by 30 or 40 votes. This Beblinda Gonsalves, Naveli.
Backed by whom?
She was backed by that corrupt panel. So she was backed by the corrupt panel with the help of some ex-MLAs. But the thing is, today people have shown her the doors. Not only she didn't even stand second, but she stood third because people didn't people have realized that they are not interested in having dummies. They are not interested in having dummies because तेणे केन्ना काम करूंक नाशिल्ले, घरा कडेन बसलेले मनशाक एक्स पंच जो आसलेलो तेणे तेका थंय बसलेले आनी तेजे कामाचे वरी ते जिखलेले. बट टुडे सिटींग सरपंच जावन देखून शी कुड नॉट रिटेन, फॉरगेट रिटेन कमिंग सेकंड ऑल्सो, बिकॉज people have realized that they don't want corrupt people, they want clean faces, they want educated people, and they don't want rubber stamps. बिकॉज सगळ्यांक खबर असले नावेली पंचायती कितें जाताले ते सरपंच बसताले आनी ताजे सायडीन जो असलो तो सांगतालो तितले ते सायन मारताले. सो पीपल हॅव शोन देम द डोज एंड वी आर हॅपी अबाउट इट एंड आय एम हॅपी. सेकंडली इफ यू गो टू सी इन रुंदामोड, पुष्पा पोस्ट घेवन आसा तो कोण बीजेपीचो आयज वॉसिफॉरस म्हणटालो तो वोकल स्पोक पर्सन बाब उर्फान मुल्ला. Urfan Mullah also is being shown the dose in spite of having his party MLA. Today BJP MLA Ullas Tuekar, who was seen campaigning there, he has been rejected. So BJP is rejected in Rundamod. As Urfan Mullah is shown the dose. So this shows that BJP winning in Naveli was by fluke and by split of votes. They could not. आणि एक म्हणणे जाणा तूं हिंदीन जशें रुंदामोड मोस्टली आमचे थंय मायनॉरिटी भाव भयण्यो आसात मुस्लिम्स, आनी तेणी आयज खंय तरी दाखयलां की पयशांचो पावर म्हणटा तो नाका म्हणून. कित्याक लास्ट टायम दे रियलायज दॅट दे हॅव डन अ मिस्टेक एंड नाव दे हॅव रियलायज, सो दे डिडंट वॉन्टेड टू कमिट द सेम मिस्टेक. सो उर्फान मुल्ला इज शोन द डोज बीइंग फ्रॉम द पावरफुल पार्टी म्हणटा तो विनिंग पार्टी, आयज ताका दारां दाखयल्या. सो भगवान के घर में देर है अंधेर नहीं. This goes to Naveli Sarpancha also and even to Urfan Mullah. And it is a saying that what you sow, what you sow you reap. So
what about AAP?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy that we have made opening. We have made an opening in many places. If you see our one of our secretaries of Aam Aadmi Party, that is Jason. He has won.
Where?
In Vene, Chinchini. Then there is Cynthia who has won in Raya. There is Rashid who has won in Komurza. There are many who have won. So there have been opening in many wards. So I'm very happy that people see AAP is the only hope and AAP is the only option, because they have realized त्यांका खबर आहा की these two parties which are main parties. Avinash should.
No, I would definitely subscribe to it because people have voted for a change. People have voted for new faces, educated lot.
One point I would like to make. Sorry, Avinash Babu, one point I would like to make. The Congress wailing candidate's wife has won. One point I would like. Savio's. Yeah. Okay.
That's
because he was a sitting sarpanch. He was the ex-punch there. Maybe he has done work. People see your work also. It is not basically, see, these elections are not fought on party, not under party banner. Maybe she is one looking at the work. Looking at the work. These elections are not fought on the party. लोकांचे ह्या ग्रास रुटा वयल्यान जे भुरगे काम करतात, शिकलेले कितें करतली व तेंचे कितें केला म्हणून. If you go to see like that, we were like, I've heard some discussion about family Raj. But if you go to see today, some of Namiki Pashiko's wife, she is one. Savio, the ex-sarpanch, his wife has won. Magir Tuje, Sharon has won. Maybe people have seen some work in them. People think that they're capable. People think that they will do something. So that is also criteria.
Okay.
Basically, that's an old saying in Marathi also. Yatha praja tatha raja. Means you get the government you deserve. So that saying is that. So rightly here, there is they are offshoot from this. That saying, and from the established people, there is some changes have been shown. So it's a very silver lining in the dark clouds. So it is a welcome. What I find the results of this here as a, let us not go again on the same subject as the political parties as such, because it's not there at all. But anyway, it's an opportunity for a. Now AAP cannot be a novice in Goa. It's already been there for a long
10 years, I think.
10 years more than that, and they have been inching very slowly, but with the commitment and the sense of fulfillment also. NCP has to definitely learn a lesson.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Of course. We have to something good which to be appreciated, and it's not a question
Channel
of
doesn't subscribe to any of these views. I'm being critical.
but I tell you, there is enough scope for all political outfits as well as NGOs, because I tell you now the results with the three linear projects, the Ekut Awaz, which was there,
Yeah.
and they got the good results. They sponsored certain candidates,
I think
young
mostly
people.
it was because double
Yeah,
tracking.
it
I
is double
think
tracking
it was
things
there.
has really given a big dividend for them, for their efforts, because they were into the field for a long time, more than 2 years. They've been fighting, they've been slogging, they were there, the cases were filed against them, and they have come with a clean sheet, and these people have shown a faith on them. So this is something very nice. Signals have been sent, and the established people who are into it for a long time, like we have in ward number 5 in Kolwale Panchayat, that sitting MLA was there and his brother. There's a revolt within. When you call a family Raj, there's a contrast. There is a within a family, there is other side who's coming, and he gets he becomes a winner despite of his brother being in the power, being a minister. He wins. So it is a reflection that people are wise. People know what they want to do, and they have done it. People have done their justice.
Yeah, Viraj.
So some more updates coming in. We were talking about young candidates. So just some trivia. Mr. Bhago Bhairo Varak, 82 years old, has won in Ona Maulinge Kurchire Panchayat. He is probably the oldest. We might see some more. It's unconfirmed whether he is the oldest, but he is 82 years old and he's won. In addition to that, we have results coming in from Pilen Panchayat. So Ward 1 is Reshma Bandodkar, Ward 2 is Sonal Malvankar, Ward 3 is Rupesh Naik, Ward 4 Amarnath Govekar, Ward 5 Suvarna Singh Rane, Ward 6 Ankita Naik, Ward 7 Ashwini Chodankar, Ward 8 Akshay Govekar, Ward 9 Santosh Bandodkar. In addition, Bandoda Panchayat in Markai constituency, MGP has claimed that all 11 from their panel have won.
MGP, that means Sudhin, right?
Yeah,
Sudhin.
Sudhin.
Okay. Fine. Interesting. Also, I've got some results here of the Honda Panchayat. I don't know how far, but I'll just read out the names. Ward number 1, Shivdas Madkar. Ward number 2, Nilima Shetye. Ward number 3, Pramod Gaude. Ward number 4, Deepak Gaonkar. Ward number 5, Sushant Rane. Ward number 6, Sumedha Madkar. Ward number 7, Nilesh Satatekar. Ward number 8, Krishna Gaonkar. Ward number 9, Smita Mote. Ward number 10, Sia Bodke. Ward number 11, Reshma Gaonkar. Doctor, I would like to, a little earlier we were discussing on this. Now, it would be very interesting to know what is the mood of these candidates. See, because ultimately the panels will gravitate towards the ruling dispensation, and as we were discussing last time, everybody will be going with garlands or whatever. But mood, because this is going to play an impact in the assembly elections. Normally it does, because if a couple of months before,
various. I think
will it affect? I'm asking you this.
if you see Kankon, most of the candidates who are who won there had a BJP inclination. In fact, but if you see in Salsette, it is other way around. Now, if you see in May, all those areas, it is different. So, mood is different at different places. But by and large, the people favorites of BJP has number is substantially larger than the other parties. That's the basic. Now, see, ultimately they may like to work or compelled to work or forced to work with the ruling dispensation. That's a different matter. But at least in certain pockets, the more number of people who are favorable to BJP or favorites of BJP have won, especially down south, then Walpoi. The personal charisma is also there. Porvorim, Penadifranc, all these areas, then Pilen, all these areas. If you see, these candidates had an inclination to initially also. I'm not saying now what they have photographed or after the winning they are getting photographed. I'm not talking about that, but otherwise, the one more point which was saying that by and large, if you see, the people who have given performance have won. whether you are a wife of a particular person or a son of a particular person or a brother of a politician, now if you are capable and if you are delivered, then that should not come as a disqualification according to me. The capacity of a person, capability of a person, the performance of the person, these are the important things that should be your victory should be based on these things, rather than being somebody, because this seat has been declared as declared for women, I cannot contest, therefore I am making my wife. Now if she is capable enough, she will be competent to govern, that's a different matter. But if just for the sake of it, because it is not possible for me to contest, a wife has been introduced who is otherwise incapable, now such things do not last for a long time in politics. That is an area where you get labeled as you are trying to get family raj and other things. If your wife is capable, if your daughter is capable, nobody is going to, because people are going to vote for her in any case. So that's the point. When earlier that point had come, because it's a so and so's daughter, so and so's son. So I think people should look at it from this angle, that yes, if you are capable, if you are able to deliver, then merely because you are so and so's daughter or so and so's brother, now that should not come as a disqualification. That's what
I tend to agree with that. Only thing, it gives the person who from
Launch,
a particular family,
yes.
like a lawyer's family or a
Yes.
doctor or a business family, it gives an advantage. That I agree. But I agree, totally agree. But this time I know for a fact so many of these women, they basically, if the husband was or brother was
Correct.
the punch, so they put sister
wives or
or
sisters.
wife. Now that is something, but then you can't help that, no?
It's like
because it's your right to contest, but eventually these people do not survive for a long in politics. See, if you are not capable,
That I agree.
if you are not capable, then taking support from your family members is not going to take you long in politics. That's the end of you. In fact, you manage to win maybe once you have managed to win, but thereafter people will realize that it's just you don't have right kind of metal to be there, and then you will wither away soon.
No, it is so evident that you can climb a ladder, but to sustain on a ladder for a long time,
Exactly.
it's very difficult. But let me tell you, here the winnability question is there. It is what Dr. has said it. I beg to differ with it, because winning is a altogether different chemical. That's chemistry is something different.
Correct.
And here there is even the selection of a candidate, even the political party level, here there is no political party. The selection goes for a man who is very strong. You are not what you call cultivating a person, an individual who has got amenity to do the social work. Political party should cultivate that person, put him before the people, before the elections. But here we say we are getting a ready-made stuff, like we go for a showroom, get a stitched what you call this cloth, and we put ourselves into it. But I want that it should not be tailor-made that way. So here your winnability comes how strong you are, your muscle power, your money power, and rightly whether we may try to hide आम्ही common लिपून दवरता पण उजळपाचे उजळटा. See, if we really go into it, it's something happening, we find a change. There are new people, whether it are from the ruling dispensation or from opposition, whether it's AAP or Congress or BJP, irrespective, the people should win. The mandate of the people should come into the foray. But unfortunately, it's not happening for a simple reason. Moment you are elected, you are supposed to do a certain constitutional obligations. You forget that. And you try to drink water through somebody's hand. तू तुझ्या हातीतले उदक पिना दुसऱ्यातले ओतलेले उदक पियाता. That makes a difference. So that is unfortunate.
Just for a little bit of information, former Kalangut Sarpanch Joseph Sikara wins. He had lost the Panchayat elections last time, and then he had stood on the BJP ticket for the assembly, and now he's again put up his own panel. In fact, in Kalangut, it's been very interesting. Of course, Michael Lobo's panel is there, and Joseph Sikara's panel is there, and then BJP panel is there, and then BJP one panel is there. So interesting. Anyway, Joseph has won. This is going to be very interesting because the man who was heading Michael's panel, Sean, is
Lost.
not
ex-sarpanch.
Ex-sarpanch. He's not. He was a woman's. She's put something. So he's been telling. I mean, she's been saying, no, I will handle. Now I want to see when Joseph comes, whether he's going to allow him to step into the meetings. It'll be interesting. That's what I have to say. Anyway, yeah. Sorry.
Kalangut goes for a controversy. Because
Kalangut is
there is already been, it has been done by somebody for last only almost a decade, and now they have been shifting their arms to Shivoli and that side. But
I don't know.
No, but it's a matter of fact. I'm just trying to tell, if you just try to what's that, that's why I said you do not hide it. People of God knows it everywhere. Who is what, who is not. That's why it's precisely what I'm trying to say. With the Kalangut reserves, that is one of the richest, because the coastal belt, so many things are coming up, and it is full of corruption. Now I will be able to cleanse that Kalangut, and it has become so difficult.
I somewhere feel that मग खरे मनातल्यान दिसपाला people have voted according to their consciousness.
Yes, that's
आणि
why
लोक
congratulate.
घराकडे holiday म्हणून घराकडे
रावले ना.
if you see the percentage this time Panchayat elections, if you see elections by
Yes,
noon the election म्हाका दिसता maximum voting जाल्ले तर खंय तरी आणि चड पळोवपाक गेल्यार even the youth फोर्सान भायर सरलेले आसा आणि ह्या पार्टी खंय तरी कॉन्शियसान वोट मारिल्ले आसा हे स्थिती जावन येवपाक लागला कित्याक पयल्यार जाय ते व्हडल्या जे आशिल्ले ओल्ड हॉर्सीस ताणे ओल्ड हॉर्सीसाचे पपेट्सांक दिवून घरा कडेन उरलेले आसा आयज बाय मार्ता साल्दाना 4 पार्टी सरपंच she's been shown the dose. See, now we were talking, Dr. also is talking about the family raj munda kone bailek dola kone boinek dola. See, I also go by that. If they just because they have done work, right, एक पार्टी लोक चान्स दी तुझ्या बायलेक or तुझ्या भयणेक or तुझ्या चलेक, but if that girl or the woman or the wife is capable and does something development for the village, then maybe you can say credibility असा म्हणून ताका vote. एक पार्टी चान्स पडलो, but next time I don't think if the person acts like a dummy or rubber stamp, it should not be like तुका बसयला as a puppet. And your husband is in many panchayats you must have seen, the wife is only used to sign signature मारपाक and rest everything सरपंच जाऊन बसता go. खरे actually असता कोण बायल. So that is the thing. But still I feel now elections are over, results are out, and if you can in 6 months time you can see lot of drastic changes have taken place. BJP may be ruling, but if you go to see, they have not got win-win situation now. There has been opposition, there have been young fellows, dynamic people from other dispensation, other groups who have got elected. But let me tell you all one thing, हांव सांगू सोदता हे युथाक जे निवडून आयिल्ले आसा, हे बायलांक जे यंग फेसीस आयिल्ले आसा, तुमकां लोकांनी मॅन्डेट दिल्लो आसा, तुमच्या गांवच्या लोकांनी मॅन्डेट दिल्लो आसा. तुमचो राजा कोण? तुमचो राजा तुमची प्रजा, नॉट दिस पॉलिटिकल लिडर्स. नाव पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज वील कम, तुमकां एल्यूर करतली, तुमकां सरपंच करता, तुमकां डेप्युटी करता म्हणटली. ना, काम करपाचें असल्यार खंयच्यानी करपाता, कशेंय करपाता. इट इज नॉट दॅट ओनली इफ यू आर इन रुलिंग यू कॅन गेट योर जॉब डन. You can always be vocal, you can always raise voice against the wrong. People are with you, people have given you that position today. You can get on the streets and get the work done.
Oh, but I just like to interrupt one thing. In Madhkar, there may be little, what you say, fire in the, as they say, in the house. Because from information that we are getting, independents have more than then you have any details on this, Viraj?
Yeah, so Madkai, MGP backed candidates, 4 of them have won and 5 independents have won. So independents have majority 5 out of 9 in Madkai Panchayat.
Whatever may be the results later, but as of now,
you have names of those candidates.
That is interesting.
I will just check. In another interesting news, political heavyweight Sanjil DeCosta, brother of sitting MLA Elton DeCosta, has lost in Fatorpa Panchayat by 7 votes. He has been defeated by Medini Naik, backed by former Deputy Chief Minister Babu Kawlikar.
Okay. Any other?
So we have some more results coming in. So Kolwa, we have the results. Kolwa Panchayat. Ward 1 is Suzy Fernandez. Ward 2 is Menino Fernandez. Ward 3 is Pio Jose Furtado. Sorry. Ward 4 is Dalan Rodriguez. Ward 5 is Domingos Rodriguez. Ward 6 is Teresa Silva. Ward 7 is Menino Fernandez. Ward 8 is Veli Pacheco. Ward 9 is Edna Serrao. We also have
Suzy was a former Sarpanch and Pio was a former Panch from Kolwa.
We also have results of Ake Baish. So Ward 1 is Pooja Naik. Ward 2 is Avinash Sardina, is it? Avinash Sardesai, I am not very sure about the surname. Ward 3 is Milind Salunke. Ward 4 is Amisha Tilve. Ward 5 is Inacio Dias. Ward 6 is Philomena. Ward 7 is Natasha Dias. Ward 8 is Ramdas. Ward 9 is Pradeep Acharya.
Okay.
Deepacharya.
Okay. Yeah.
Ramdas Usgaonkar, I think. Ward 8.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it started raining, so he's gone inside. Just confirm with Samit. Pratima, Akembash comes.
Akebanch comes in Navili
Yeah.
constituency itself. It's one of the panchayats there.
Okay.
Akebanch.
Okay.
So, but if you go to see, it is always been
stronghold of the
more
BJP,
stronghold of the BJP.
Correct.
So that's BJP stronghold जाऊन गेले असते.
And but
So-
these candidates, you're familiar with them?
Just
Read them.
read down.
Yeah, I'll read it again. So Ward 1 is Pooja Naik. Ward 2
Pooja
is
Naik is who was it for that? Not
No,
the
no,
same Pooja
she's-
Naik as in the
she's-
council, no?
No.
No,
That is from Fatauda. This is backed by BJP. Yeah. Then
second is Avinash. I don't have the surname properly. Third is Milind Salunke. Fourth is Amisha Tilve. Fifth is Inacio Dias. Sixth is Floriano.
Yeah.
7 is Natasha Dias. 8 is Ramdas Usgaonkar. And 9 is Pradeep Acharya.
yeah. So maximum it is maximum BJP panel backed.
Okay.
And you cannot deny the fact because it is always been a stronghold of
Okay,
BJP.
yeah,
there.
Akembash, I am.
Akebanch.
Now is Samip online? Yes. Yeah. Samip, tell us what's happening. I'm still here. No news from about Kalangut.
Kalangut is still counting,
Okay.
still in progress. पूण भितरल्यान म्हाका सोर्सेसा कडल्यान कळ्ळां की ते जोझफ has won by 200 vote margin.
Okay. Okay.
आणि आता सध्या काउंटिंग चालू आहा, अजून कशें कितें तें कळोंक ना. पूण आतां आमी शेजारचे मतदारसंघ सालेगांव बी धरून गेल्यार सालेगांवचो रिजल्ट अजून येवंक ना. बट नेरूल विलेज पळोवंक गेल्यार केदार नायक पॅनलाक मातशी हें मेळ्ळा, लीड मेळ्ळा भितर 5 सीट्स तेंच्यांनी
Nerul or Kalangut?
नेरूल
Nerul.
कालांगूट
Okay. Sorry. Saligaon.
या सालेगांव इज स्टील ऑन गोईंग. सालेगांव कांदोलीम अजून चलता, शेवोली अजून चलता.
Okay. So Cholta means the counting has been taken up.
And I like to mention one point. Hello.
Tell
Yeah,
yes.
I wanted to make mention that Penna de France has been clean swept and also Sopra Panchayat. Out
Super.
of 11 wards, Rohan back Penna has won 9.
In both? Both?
Yeah, both. Yeah, both.
Okay. So now this for Kalangut and these areas, is the counting on or it has still to be taken up?
Yeah, counting is on. Right now, Kalangut is going on.
Okay. Just keep us updated on Kalangut because that's a very interesting, with Joseph and the BJP and this Gurudas is there, and then Sudesh is there, and then Joseph is there, and then Michael is there, and Sean is there. So it's a very interesting mix. Yeah. Okay. And what about Parra? Anything?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Parra.
Yeah.
Any news of the
Parra
whether?
is still on. Parra is still not done. Parra is still
Not yet
has to go
started.
for the counting. Parra.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes,
Yeah,
thanks.
not yet started.
I have personal interest in Parra, so just asking. Anyway, yeah.
But Para will come late. Para will come late.
Thanks.
Frida had called me and she's been good to me, and I am that type of a person
Ward number
who believes in forgive and
Saloni,
forget.
Saloni.
I'm happy that she's one because I feel that Frida also, maybe people must have seen some capacity and capability in her. ताजे कामाक पुरते कितें तरी पळयलां आसतलें. Maybe
Yeah, she is a very capable
they
She's
must have
got the
felt that
power
she can
behind,
fight
different, yeah,
and she can
power.
voice out something. So maybe accordingly, so the mandate given by the people, you have to respect. That is what I'm saying.
Okay, sorry for interruption. Now you can continue with what you're talking about Akembash and Naveli.
So that's what I'm saying. So opposition as असा म्हणून तो आता जायते पंचायती तूं पळयलां ruling dispensation म्हणल्यार सगळे 100 win-win situation is not, it's not been for BJP.
No, I don't
There's a
agree
mixture.
with you, Anto. It's not.
It's not a win-win.
It's a mix. That's what I
It is a
said.
big setback for
That's
BJP.
what I said.
That's what I think.
It's
That's
being
what
a
I
big
said.
setback.
Salset, it's a different thing.
No.
Not only
Not
Salset.
Salset. You talk about North.
North,
You talk about
North.
even in Madkai.
Madkai.
See, tomorrow
See,
he might
Madkai-
get the 5 independence. Don't
See,
I'm
Madkai
not
is-
saying
See, if
that.
they can, if they are trying to
Madkai
quote
was always-
Congress MLAs, and the game is still on, where as the BJP
Madkai-
president Sadanand Tanawade is saying that अजून चालू असा म्हणून रुलिंगाक चले उपास होता.
So what are Panchayats, to get?
Now
Nothing.
what I'm
They don't
saying,
even have a
आता
party.
जे कोण आपूण इलेक्ट जावन आयले आसा, because these elections were not fought on the party banners and party forum, but one has to remember that now these things will start. But ह्या आशेन सरपंच जावपाक मेळटा, डेप्युटी सरपंच जावपाक मेळटा म्हणून डोंट सेल युअर सोल्स आउट. दॅट इज माय मेसेज. दॅट इज प्रतिमा कुतिनोज मेसेज. डोंट सेल युअर सोल्स आउट. यू कॅन गेट युअर थिंग्स डन, यू कॅन गेट युअर वर्क डन. जाय नासले टेबल धाडोवन काम करा आनी लोकांक घेवन तुम्ही रस्त्यार वचा. तुमकां इट्स अ डेमोक्रेटीक रायट इन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. इट इज देर दॅट पॉलिटिकल तुमकां पंचायत पावर्स आर गिवन, and if they're not given, fight it, but don't be puppets to this BJP म्हणून सांगपाक सोदता. ह्या आमदाराचे आणि you don't get bought, don't be sellable, otherwise people are watching. People जायते लोकांनी, एकूच मिनिट, जायते लोकांनी ओल्ड फेसिसांनी घरा बसयला. जे ओल्ड फेसीस, जायते ओल्ड फेसिसांक लोकांनी आयज घरा बसयला. थोडे ओल्ड फेसीस जे निवडून आयल्या त्यांनी कितें तरी काम केलां आसतलें, कितें तरी काम केलां आसतलें वाड्यांनी म्हणून तांकां जिखून हाडला. बट दॅट डजंट मीन दॅट यू हॅव बिट्रेड द ट्रस्ट ऑफ पीपल. टुमॉरो don't betray the voters. Don't try to be sellable. Don't be a commodity. If you all तुम्ही sellable जाल्यार 5 वर्षांत तुमकां रिजल्ट कळटलो. सो म्हजे इतलेंच आसा की काम करा, लोकां पसत मारा, गांवा खातीर उदरगत करा.
See, first of all,
Yes, please.
I am not a spokesperson for BJP, but what I am saying is normally the.
But I'm sure if you want to be the BJP would welcome you.
that's
No, he is not sellable. He is not sellable.
Or Congress, or any party. I'm not saying only one party. Any party.
I'm not interested. Pushpa pose. I don't grow my beard, so there is no Pushpa pose for me. Anyway, so what I am saying is, in fact, if you see all the results, there are in many of these panchayat, those who have godfathers, their panel, because BJP has more MLAs, more ministers.
It's not
Therefore,
happened
it
this
is.
time.
It is
According the mool part.
People have
See,
realized.
it might
See,
jump, yeah.
maximum if you see, you go to Savai, it is the
No,
panel
it's a
of
few
the.
panchayats.
So wherever there has been BJP minister or BJP mentors at a particular place, except now, for example, Madkai, but it is ultimately from BJP's camp. He might be from MGP, but it is from the present government dispensation.
See,
So therefore, if you
Rohan now Porwari. I'm sorry to
Correct.
bring up.
Personal.
Porwari is Rohan.
But
Porwari
yes.
is not BJP.
correct, you are right.
That's why I said that the individuals will become stronger than the
Individuals.
institution,
Is
political
wrong.
party.
Same thing can be said about.
Now Akem Bash, I agree.
Yes.
BJP, whatever. Whether Koikar is there,
Same thing
not
can be
there.
said about many others. See, personal. Now, if you see the kind of politics certain people, I wouldn't name anybody.
Better,
But
yeah. Don't name.
but kind of politics certain people pay, they are more personality driven. So to that extent, in their constituencies, you will always see the allegiance is more to that particular person. Now, those particular names are there in any ministry. You see Congress, they would be there. Earlier, Parikar's time also they would be there. They are there now. So many others. But by and large, if you see, more number of panchayats have gone, according to me, more. I am not saying all. I am not saying each and every, but more number of panchayats have gone to the kitty of BJP. Erstwhile, I am not saying those who will be getting clicked, even before. Only to that extent. But
I don't
yes,
know. I think the best person, we are like all analysts, the best person.
Viraj,
fact, you
on
feel
this. Like, what is the allegiance?
putting him under the spotlight.
See, panchayat elections, it's very difficult because one, they are not held on party lines, and secondly, you never know. There are lot of candidates, like more than one candidates who swear by the sitting
particular
MLA.
person, yes.
So even in Madkai, there might have been more than one person who would tell the people that he is from the MGP, who is a supporter of Daulikar. So that also happens in many places.
I don't know. Yes, possibly. But what I'm saying is that I think I expected. Okay, maybe how to put it? I think maybe I expected especially given that the assembly elections were just happened.
Yeah.
3-4 months. I probably expected and the ruling dispensation and its MLAs at least have put in a lot of effort. I think I expected a bigger, but anyway, ultimately.
See, again, Panchayat election, if they were to be held before the assembly election, they would have put even more effort.
Probably would have.
Probably. Now they are complacent because next election is another 4.5 years down the line. So that's pretty long. And Lok Sabha is okay, it's 2 years, but that doesn't really.
Panchayat elections before assembly election is never a good proposition. Because what happens is you support one person, you end up disappointing many other people. Because see, in a particular ward there will be at least 3-4 people, and an MLA, aspiring MLA, has to make a very embarrassing choice of being seen with at least one. So that's, he can't make the choice. That's why.
See, even in Kalangut, there are different factions which are standing. Joseph is the candidate. Now there is Sudesh.
So before we move to Kalangut, there is some news coming in. Yuri Alemao, the sitting MLA from Kunkolim, has claimed that his supporters have won a majority in 4 panchayats out of 6 in his constituency. So he's claiming Chandor has got 6 out of 7.
Girdolim Chandor results, right?
Yeah, Girdolim 6 out of 7. Makazana 6 out of 7. Bali 6 out of 9. Bali is like Kunkolim and some part of it is in Kepe. Ambaulim and Paroda has gone with Clifasio. So there Yuri is claiming 3 out of 7 and 2 out of 7, which is not a majority. But other 4 he is claiming that his panel has got a majority. So 4 out of 6 panchayat have gone with him is his claim.
No, sources, this is again, it's not nothing final as yet.
Yeah.
But the Joseph panel is supposed to be giving a good fight to the Michael panel in Kalangut. Okay, we have to close the session and shift to lunch.
See, let me, this one, Glenn, if you go to see, I just got the news here. This boy, just of 22 years,
Which?
Neura, Aditya Sawant Mudun, graduate, Neura. He has got elected, independent candidate.
Okay.
And that also against strong, सके BJP आणि दुसऱ्या पक्षाच्या against एक turnout of 22 young led as one. So independent. So people are looking at this, people are looking at education background and social work. They're not looking that तो as a puppet or ताजा rubber stamp or ते जे ना लोकांनी पळय people have started doing the change.
No, in fact it is it is admitted fact. Let us give them we have to appreciate and salute the people of Goa, particularly in the Panchayat area, who have given the correct lesson even to the ruling dispensation. The ruling dispensation cannot claim that they have made a clean sweep. Otherwise, they could have made a clean sweep, but they have shown their very much complacency with the election.
Complacency, I don't think it's complacency.
No, it is. They have been what you call here. Use the right word, udasin. Udasinta jasa no dodo munda sadan. That is what
not complacent about elections.
So
if anybody thinks
they would have had a clean sweep. That is what that is not happening, and there is a mixed bag. And opposition has also has a voice today, but at the end of the day, it will be totally in for a ruling dispensation. They will click a photograph. That is 10%. Everybody will go, and all respective MLA, including the MLA of opposition, will go and click a photograph with the CM.
I don't want to bring Viraj to this discussion. And then Pratima, and let's close.
Last word is as Pratima said or other panelists said that. तुम्ही फाल्या सरपंच जाय उपसरपंच जाय ते तुमकां बाकीचे पंच करतले वेदर सरपंच बट लोकांनी तुमकां पंच केला दॅट वोट यू हॅव दॅट एलिजन्स यू हॅव रिसिव्ड फ्रॉम पीपल डायरेक्टली सो यू हॅव टू बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द पीपल यू हॅव टू स्टँड टू देअर एक्सपेक्टेशन whatever within your limited resources, whatever you can deliver, you must deliver. You have to be available for them 24/7 and work for the betterment of respective panchayats. That's the final word from me.
My say is that you all have gone begging to people's doors for votes. all the candidates who have won have gone begging. Yeah, no, they've gone. Maka please big मागता एक vote दी. सदाच कॅन्डिडेटाचे एक हे उतर असता. But let me tell you all, now don't make them come to your place begging for work. Now it is your duty to go and get their works done. Secondly, the ones who have lost should not be demoralized or get demotivated. If you are really interested in getting the works done in your village, and that was the reason you all contested, apart from that once split करपाक बसले तांच्या उलयना, पूण काम करपाक तांकांय सांगता, जिखता तांकां सांगपाक सोदता that somebody has to win, somebody has to lose, but all can't win, so you all have to get united. Elections are over, start work now from tomorrow. आणि हेने वोट मारू ना, त्याने वोट मारू ना, तो म्हज्या बरो नाशिल्ले, ते विंडिक्टिव्ह पॉलिटिक्स नाका. गांवचे उदरखातीक तुमकां लोकांनी निवडून हाडला, देवाचे तुमकां तरी आशिर्वाद पडिल्लो आसा. सो स्टार्ट एम्पावर द विलेज, गेट बॅक टू वर्क, स्टार्ट डुईंग समथिंग, क्लिनिंग द गटर्स, doing up the roads, electricity, cutting the bushes, NOCs, and please no corruption.
Okay, that's a very idealistic and very these words. It's cleaning the gutter. It's too late now. Should be done before the monsoon starts.
Still.
Yeah, but Pratima, yeah, thanks Pratima,
Yes.
thanks Advocate Samant, thanks Viraj, thanks Advocate Avinash. Thank you very much. We've had an interesting discussion. Results are come, not fully. They were supposed to finish by 2:30 final. I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to get a little delayed, and we will be taking a short break. Stay with us because our coverage is live. Our coverage, we will be giving you bites of winners of this continuously, and we will be back as a panel at 3:30. Keep watching Goa 365.